In this video, friends, we are finding the deflection and slope of determinate structure. Now, I will explain you what are the reasons for finding the deflection and slope. If you take a RCC beam, then you will find that for its design of reinforcement, I need shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Clear? Because with the help of shear force diagram, I will be designing, which means vertical stirrups. Okay? And by bending moment diagram, I will be designing the longitudinal reinforcement. Okay, and reaction will be required to design the column. Clear? So these are the requirement for SFD and BMD. Also, when I will be discuss RCC, I will tell there are many other use like curtailment of reinforcement will be governed by the bending moment diagram. Okay, so because of those reasons, in the structure analysis we discuss SFD and BMD. Then why we need deflection? We need deflection because in RCC you will find that I will be requiring one serviceability check. For serviceability check, I will be requiring the deflection. So deflection becomes important to check the serviceability criteria. Now, if you see, there are a lot of methods to find the deflection. So we have two types of questions. Okay, two types of questions. What are these? The first type of the question is where I will be requiring the total equation of the deflected shape. So what I will be requiring? Equation of the deflected shape. And second type of the question will be where I will be requiring deflection at a point. Deflection at a point. Okay, this I will discuss more when I will be using the influence line. Okay, in influence line we will be requiring this, but the weightage of these type of question is very less. Okay, so the total equation of the deflected shape is required very less in GATE and engineering services, but we are requiring more deflection at a particular point or slope at a particular point. Okay, so the approach for A method and B method will be different. I will be concentrating more on the B method because they are more popular questions. Especially for objective, I can say 100% the weightage is for B and very less, or you can say 0% weightage to these questions. Okay, so I will be not discussing equations to how to find the equation of a deflected shape. Might be when I will be doing the videos on conventional question, there I will be discussing the equation of the deflected shape. In today's video, I will be more concentrated on deflection at a point or slope at a particular point. Okay, now to start with, let us take that if y is the deflection, then dy by dx is the slope, d2y dx square is bending moment over EI, d3y by dx cube is shear force over EI. So by these two, I can say that I discuss in bending moment chapter also, that I can say that d bending moment over dx is shear force, and the last is d4y by dx4 is rate of loading over EI, that I discussed in depth while I was discussing the slope, deflection and moment distribution. So by these two, I can say another thing, which is that d shear force over dx is rate of loading. Is it okay? So this will be required a little bit in the objectives, which I have discussed in while I was discussing the bending moment shear force. But let us start by this. So what I will be requiring, I will be requiring y and dy by dx here for the determinate structure. Okay, now let us take the first method, which is area movement method. So my first method is area movement method, which is also known as Moore method. Okay, you can download the notes from my website also. So this is my area movement method. Is it okay? So what this method says, so we have two theorems in this method, and they are very important to understand. What the first theorem says is that if I have a beam, part of a beam, let us say this is some part of a beam with some deflection, okay, and its bending moment diagram is something like this, let us say like this, okay. Then what this theorem says, that if this part is A and this part is B, and I draw one tangent at A and one tangent at B, okay, then the angle of intersection theta, the angle of intersection theta is nothing but the area under the M over EI diagram. So this is my M over EI diagram. So what it says, the angle theta is area under M over EI diagram. What does that mean? I again repeat. It means that this angle theta is the angle between the tangent. Angle between the tangent drawn at 2 points A and B. And this angle theta is equal to area under M over EI diagram between A and B. Okay, so this is the angle of intersection of tangent. Clear? Now it doesn't serve my purpose. I will be never required angle between the two tangent. But what I am interested in is the slope of the tangent drawn at A or the slope of the tangent drawn at B. So I am not interested in this part. But I will use this part to get the slope. So make a very clear in this that, so make it very clear that we will be using the Moore theorem to find the slope at any particular point. Moore theorem, first Moore theorem never gives direct any formula to find the slope at that point, at any point in fact. Okay, we will use that theorem in some way or other to find the slope. Clear? How? Let us discuss that now. What I will be doing? What I will be doing in this, that if slope of the tangent at A point, which is the slope, then my B point should be like that that the tangent drawn at B is horizontal. Is it okay? When B tangent is horizontal, then what will happen? Then this angle theta will become the slope of the angle of tangent at A. I will explain it again. Just see what I am doing. Let us say this is my beam which is symmetrical. Okay. Then its deflected shape will be also symmetrical, and the slope at center will be 0. It means that the tangent at center is horizontal. Okay. Now if I draw its bending moment diagram, then what I will get? The bending moment diagram will be something like that. If this is L by 2, and this is W, then this will be WL by 4. Now if you see, if this tangent is horizontal, I make it pardon that I am unable to draw the straight horizontal line. So please cooperate with me in this part. So the tangent drawn at B at center is horizontal. Now if I draw a tangent at point A, then this angle theta will be the same angle theta which will be the slope at A. Is it okay? So slope at A is equal to angle between tangents drawn at A and center. Clear? Now this angle will be equal to area under M over EI diagram between center and A. So if I find this area, then that area will be the slope which is theta A. So let us find this area. So what it will be? Half into WL by 4 into L by 2. So how much you get? W L square by 16. This is M over EI diagram actually. So it will be WL square over 16 EI. Clear? So what is my requirement in this method is that I will be always searching a horizontal line. That is my first requirement. If I am unable to get a horizontal line, okay, or horizontal tangent, then it will be very difficult for me to find the slope at any point. Clear? That is the first limitation of the Moore method. Now what is the second limitation? Second limitation is about the area. This area is very simple to calculate, which is a triangle. But if you see, if this area is other than triangle, okay, or rectangle, whatever it is, other than linear, then if it becomes parabola or some complex curve, then it will be very difficult to find the area on the Moore circle, and that too for the objective type question where we will be having only 1 or 2 minutes. So Moore circle or area moment method is only good on those part where I have a ready-made line which is horizontal first, and second, the area calculation part is very easy. Otherwise, I will always try to solve the questions using Castigliano, because Castigliano is very powerful mechanical method. You don't require much aptitude to solve those questions. for the same question, and we don't require to find the horizontal line and something like that. Is it okay? So I will be discussing this in very brief and only limited to the symmetrical beam. This Mohr circle method will be only limited to symmetrical beam or cantilever with point load only. Otherwise I will not go into the depth because I have more powerful methods to solve this. I have this deflected shape, okay, and the tangents are drawn. Then this angle theta will be area under this, which I have already discussed. Now what the second theorem says? Second theorem starts from this point. So what this says, that if I draw a tangent at A, is it okay? So I have drawn a tangent at A. Let me draw it. Clear? Now on M over EI diagram, what I am doing? I am calculating the area and taking its movement about B point. Is it okay? So what I have done? Area into movement about B. Then what I will get? I will get deviation of tangent from deflected shape at B. What does it mean? Just try to understand this, that this is my tangent, this is my deflected shape, okay. Then what I will get? This area and its its movement about B, means this area which is acted at its center of gravity. So let us say this distance is x bar. Then what I get? Area into x bar is YAB. What YAB indicates now? YAB indicates the distance of this tangent from the deflected shape. Okay, I again repeat, what YAB indicate? YAB indicate the deviation of tangent drawn at A from the deflected shape at B. So I am getting this as YAB. This is my YAB. And what is this equal to? This is equal to area under AB and movement of this area about B. Again, this is of no use. I want deflection and it is not giving me any deflection. It is giving me the deviation of the tangent from the deflected shape. But again, I will use it for my convenience in some other way. So let us see how I am using that. So let us again take a symmetrical beam with a point load at its center W. Its deflected shape will be something like this, and its bending moment diagram will be WL by 4, L by 2, L by 2. Okay. Now, if I draw a tangent from the center this point and take the moment about this point, means what I am doing? I am finding the deviation of this tangent from this deflected shape, and the deflected shape is at hinge. So what I will get? I will get the deflection at center. And what will that will be equal to? That will be equal to this area and its movement at this point. So what is this area? This area is WL square over 16 EI multiplied by x bar. Now what is x bar? It is 2 L by 3 into 1 by 2. Is it okay? So this and this cancels out. So what you get? L by 3. So what is the deflection of the beam? WL cube over 48 EI. Is it okay? So friends, again I am able to use this for only one, that this beam is symmetrical and second, that the load is giving a easy geometry for which the moment taking is very easy. Is it okay? Now I will take another problem. So this is a cantilever of length L and load W. So what will be its bending moment diagram? WL, and what will be its M over EI diagram? It will be WL over EI. Is it okay? Now what will be its deflected shape? Its deflected shape is something like that. Okay. Again, I feel sorry that I am unable to draw it very clearly. So this is its deflection Y. Now if I have to find the slope at point A, then what I will do? I will find the area between AB. So area AB is half WL over EI into L, which is WL square over 2EI. Is it okay? Clear? Now this is the, what this value is? This is the angle which the tangent has made when it is drawn at A and drawn at B. So what is this? This is the slope. So what is the slope at A? Is WL square over 2EI. Now how I will get this? Because I know that at B the tangent is horizontal. So this is very powerful method for cantilever, because I know that the tangent drawn at the fixed end will always be horizontal. Clear? Now what will be the deflection at A? So what I will do? Again the tangent is horizontal, so this is my deflection Y. Is it okay? And what it will be? Area of this and the moment about this point. So I have used the second theorem. So what it will be? What is the area? WL square over 2EI, and its center of gravity will be here. So this distance will be 2L by 3. So 2L by 3. 2 cancel out. So I get WL square over 3EI. Such a easy way. But again, this is only possible when the load is point load and the tangent is horizontal at B. If it would have been a UDL, then it will be a second degree parabola, and I have been difficulty in finding the deflection and slope at A point. Clear? So this is the limitation of area movement method. Clear? Let us take another question which is very easy to solve by area movement method. Now again, what will be its deflected shape? Let this value will be L and this value will be L1. So it is M over EI diagram, WL over EI. Now what will be the deflected shape? So if you see that since there is no bending moment in this part, AC part, no bending moment in AB part, hence the deflected shape will be linear. This is very important. Theta will be constant. And if I know theta B, I can say that this value will be theta B into L1 if theta B is small. Is it okay? When theta B is small, I can say that this value is theta B into L. and this value is y. Is it okay? So what is the deflection at A? The deflection at A will be y plus theta b into L1. Now y I have just calculated, which is WL cube over 3EI. Theta b is I have also calculated, which is WL square over 2EI. Is it okay? And L1. So this is the deflection at A point. Now same thing you can prove by area moment also. Clear? How? You draw a tangent at C and take the moment at A. So what is the area? Area is same. And what will be the distance? The distance will be this much. Clear? So this area and its moment about A point. So what will be this length? This length will be 2L by 3 plus L1. You will get the same equation. Is it okay? So you can now remember. Now you can remember that if this is a cantilever with length L, then the deflection y will be WL cube over 3EI. And theta is WL square over 2EI. Similarly, I request you to remember for this beam W, I have just proved that the central deflection is WL cube over 48 EI and theta at the hinge is WL square over 16 EI. Is it okay? So this is the only use of area moment method as far as engineering services and GATE is concerned in objective. I again repeat, insufficient. So you remember two things. I again revise it. First, area under M over EI diagram between 2 points gives you the angle between the tangents drawn at those points. Clear? And what is the second theorem? Second theorem is moment of the area about second point gives you the deviation of the tangent drawn from the first point to the deflected shape. Is it okay? So this is the area moment method. I again request you, just understand the method, but we will not apply much because it will take lot of time. So in the next lecture, I will be discussing the Castigliano's theorem, which is one of the most powerful method for solving the objective question. So friends, if you like my video, then you can give me thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or comment, you can write in the comment section, or on this WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me for any problem or explanation regarding this video. I will be happy to give you the reply. Thank you very much. Enjoy the civil engineering.